South Korea, the president was going to get impeached.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
He declares martial law and tries to use the army to prevent the parliament from finishing the vote.
The impeachment.
Mm-hmm.
He declared martial law?
He declared martial law.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So he's on the verge of getting kicked out.
He's on the verge of getting kicked out.
And in his attempt to not get kicked out, he calls martial law on the people?
Yeah. Martial law, military in the streets, and they're preventing the parliament from getting in so that they can't vote. Somehow the parliament are jumping through the windows. The people in the parliament are jumping into the windows, getting into the parliament building. That they make the vote. He gets impeached.
So he did get impeached.
The vote comes out. He gets impeached. The South Korean army is confused. They're like, okay, do we follow the laws of the parliament? Because I guess because they're trying to figure out which authority they submit to, you know. And then they all just dissipated. The military left.
So that's why there's all this rioting happening right now. Yeah. Lawmakers vote to block martial law decree.
Oh my goodness. It's actually a reminder of what Democrats did during Trump's presidency.
I think just in and of itself, in the context of South Korean history, is important. Obviously, we around the table should talk about why this should be an important thing for Americans to pay attention to.
Well, that's what I want to...
Particularly given that Donald Trump is about to be president in a number of weeks, somebody who has said he wants to use the military to go after his own enemies. I think just...
So they're connecting this to Donald Trump. Okay.
Yeah, they're saying that he's going to be like...
Wait.
president.
Why is there a... because they're connecting it to 2020, to Summer of Love. Whoa. You can't... He's flagging her. She's grabbing the end of his... That's crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty...
Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised there weren't people getting got here.
This is crazy. This South Korea situation is insane.
So here it is. The president of South Korea expected an impeachment from the opposition. To prevent that, he declared martial law, banning all political activity. The Korean army came and closed off the parliament to prevent MPs to come in and vote. Korean MPs climbed over the fence and made their way to the parliament, breaching the block. The special forces tried to storm the parliament to stop the, quote, political activity. The parliament was able to vote, and they voted unanimously to lift the martial law and lift all restrictions. The army, not knowing what to do first, decided to abide by the parliament and left. Martial law will remain in place in South Korea until the president issues a decree to lift it. The president is constitutionally obligated to lift martial law after a decision by parliament. The South Korean president is expected to be arrested and impeached, according to media reports.
Wow.
The opposition and the people won by sneaking into parliament and voting. Oh, is this them leading the parliament without any
this is crazy, bro.
without any electricity?
They're plundering the freedom and happiness of our people. Shameless. Eradicate the pro-North Korean anti-state forces at once. We declare an emergency to protect the free constitutional order.
They should have had a president that was trying to North Korea, South Korea. He thought this was it.
That's crazy, bro.
이 비상계엄을 통해 망국의 나라국으로 떨어지고 있는 자유
We will rebuild and protect the Free Republic of Korea. To this end, the culprit of all nations who have committed rebellion so far. And this will definitely eradicate anti-national forces. So he's blaming that this is anti-national forces? People are drawing parallels.
Saying Trump is going to do the same thing here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, time will tell. I don't think so. I think, yeah, that situation is different in terms of you got to look at what he did and not what you think he's going to do and not what people said he's going to do and what he actually did his last 4 years. But that's crazy. I'm praying for South Korea and your family. Yeah, shout out to we got folks here who are from South Korea, and I'm sure that's affecting them in a real way. The Korean one tanked because of this. Praying for your family in South Korea, yeah. South Korea's had all kinds of issues with debt, with finances, with all kinds of insane stuff. You know what I mean? Family, birth rates, super low. That show, Squid Games,
was from South Korea, right?
It's from South Korea, and a lot of it is like the setting of it and what led to them being in a situation like Squid Games is based on the real issues that are happening in South Korea. Tons of debt, tons of despair, tons of hopelessness, high cost of living, really difficult to get married, really difficult to start a family.
Really?
Yeah. You know, it's really sad, the stuff that's going on there. It's really, it's tough, man.
We should go over there and bring democracy.
What? It's terrible. The Korean president has got a show, but he's not a soldier. That's funny. For far too long, the bar for Christians has been set low. More Christians are skipping church, watching online, too busy for group, and not serving in their local church communities. They go about their lives not feeling connected to Jesus, and in turn, their salvation goes unnoticed by their unsaved peers. They've become indistinguishable from the world around them. We need to shift from asking, what is the bare minimum I can do for Christ, and start asking, what would it look like to live a life entirely devoted to Him? 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 12 describes a life that seems to have been forgotten. Live such good lives among the pagans that though they accuse you of doing wrong, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day He visits us. So join me and my favorite pastors, podcasters, and performers March 27th through 29th at the Bless God Summit in Southern California, and discover your personal ministry, calling, and purpose when living in complete devotion to Jesus.